You're live, Brian.
Oh, we're live?
Yep, we're live.
Oh, wow. Okay. Hello. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Status Coup. I am Ron Placone. It is day 24. We're here at the Ford plant in Chicago. Once again, this is actually, we were here yesterday, and we might be going to another location as well today, another picket location today. We'll see how the day unfolds. It is a cloudy Sunday, but happy Sunday. Thank you for spending it with us. And, yeah, kind of your typical cloudy Sunday. Reminds me of the Morrissey song. But good to be here. This is day 24. Day 24 for John. John's been here all 24 days. John, have you had a Groundhog Day moment yet? Have you had, did we do this before? Did you? You have? All right, it's day 3 for me. And, guys, just a friendly reminder. First of all, smash the like button. Tell your friends. Turn off that NFL game. They take too long in between plays anyway. It's getting to the point they're going to have to start drafting attorneys to, negotiate the rules on every frickin' down. So turn that off. Tune in for a Labor Sunday with us. Tell your friends, smash the like button. And guys, friendly reminder, we are the only outlet that has been out here all 24 days. We've been here 24 days, and this is not easy to do, but we do it because we know how important it is. So let's go. Yeah, we're ready for you.
Show this.
We'll try to get on the good side.
All right.
You want to do it right here?
Yep, right here.
So I'm here with Leon, who was leading some awesome chants on the megaphone. Leon, how are you?
I'm doing fine. And yourself?
I'm doing wonderful. So how long have you been a UAW member?
Almost 2 years.
2 years. And so you said that you want a record contract. Tell me about that.
No, we don't want a record contract. We're going to get it. You're
going to get a record contract. But tell me about the record contract.
No, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere until we get it. And there's a reason why we're not going anywhere until we get it. And the reason why is if you take any given day, if we work 4 on and 3 off, just take I work Tuesday through Friday, right? So just say when I get off, just say Wednesday morning, and my back and my fingers are hurting from maybe 1,500 times of bending or doing whatever. I'm doing at my certain job to get this job done for cars coming out. We have cars. We see cars all night long, all day long, coming past us. We don't know if it's a link or this one. We just know what to do with it. And the reason the reason we're gonna get the contract is because our fingers, our head, our bodies, everything hurt, and we're not making any money doing it. And if you tell me that you made $24 million a year, and then you tell me if you give me a raise, it's going to hurt your company, then you need to find someone else to work for you, because it's not going on with UAW. That's not happening. It's not going to happen. We're going to get the contract, or we're going to stay out here until it get done. So get your fingers, cross your own fingers that someone will let up, but we're out here for the long haul.
How do you feel about the progress that was made this week and the big rally yesterday and the live stream on Friday that they're going to have the EV plants are going to be unionized? Do you feel inspired? Do you feel like we're closer to that finish line?
Progress is good. Progress is always good. Progress is something that this country not only needs, it has to have, but also in progress, you have to look at the middle class, and we're not only middle class because at this plant where we're at right now, I've worked with many people who went home to sleep in their car. Now, who comes in at 6:30 every morning and get off at 5 and then have to go and deal with sleeping in your car because you don't have a place to go because you don't make it? And that's the tears. And it's just really bad when you see a person at McDonald's making $18, $19 an hour, and they working eight hours a day. But you come to Ford and you see a person making $16 an hour as a tier, and he's working 10 hours, and you can see the effect of that person when they walk out of here. And when they come back in the next morning, you can also see the effect because they know they have a long, grueling day ahead of them. And they only have to look forward to 5 o'clock getting off so they can maybe go home and walk on some nice carpet if you have somewhere to go and rest your feet take a shower, lay back, watch a little TV. But what about the ones that's working for the 16 that don't have anywhere to go, that have to go sleep? They can take their shoes off, but it's still under their steering wheel. It's under their driver pedal. It's under their brake pedal because they're sleeping in their car because they're making lower wages than people from McDonald's, Taco Bell's. When is this going to end? And they're doing work that a person shouldn't be making $40 or $50 an hour doing it, but they doing it because they want to stay here, because they know if they stay, the stand and the outcome, the long haul, will be worth it. And that's why we here. That's why we out here. That's why I was here cooking for everybody this morning. Took my own money because I wanted everybody to eat. I want them to get out. I want them to stand. I want them to yell. I want them to holler. I want the CEOs. I want all the backers of the CEOs, everybody that's getting a big chunk of change to see this here and understand what we're going through. We're not going for it. We're going to stay here, or you're not going to sell any more cars. So you guys and the people that don't support us, think about your new cars. Think about getting a scooter. Thinking about getting a bike. Think about getting something else, because you're not going to ride in those GM, those Stellantis, or those Ford cars until we get our contract.
So what'd you make for everyone this morning? That was so cool of you to do.
I did a lot of Polishes. I did ballpark franks. I did hot dog. I did everything. If I'm here next week, it'll be jerk chicken. And the way the union moving up, I'm gonna move up for my fellow people, my fellow customers. Today we ate ballpark hot dog. Next week it'll be steak. We're gonna move up every day. We're not gonna quit. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight. We're gonna fight until this fight is over with. We're gonna get the money.
So tell me about, you spoke a little bit about just the hardship of the work. Talk a little bit more about that. Like, how is it, like, just doing what you all have to do day in and day out? Like, what kind of a toll does it take on your body?
It takes a very big toll on your body. And it takes a bigger toll on your body if you're a northerner. And what I mean from that is if you come from the Chicago area. Me, I'm from Arkansas. I've been working hard all my life since I was 6 years old, a baby. This work is nothing to me. It's the pain in me when I see my coworkers that's from here that's not used to the hard labor, and they doing everything they can do to stay in there, and they stay in it with the fight. And I go over and I cheer, and they just tell me, they say, I'm tired. I said, don't worry, I've got 2 more hours. We're good. You're going to make it. And they stay in there and they work. And I told them, I said, don't give up. Stay here. Stay for the fight. And they work. And they're not doing it because they want to do it. They're doing it because they have to do it, because they families, because they don't have nowhere to go. They don't have anything. This is the best thing that's for them. This is the best opportunity for them. So they got it. They're in here. We're going to take it. We're going to stay strong. UAW forward. We're not going anywhere. We're going to stay strong. We're going to stay to the end of the fight. And nobody can stop us because we here. You might as well get used to it. If you don't give the contract, don't think about riding in that Lincoln.
So you mentioned that some of your coworkers are here. We'll let that go by. You mentioned that you have coworkers sleeping in their cars and stuff like that. How common is that in your experience?
It's really common, and it's more common because I'm at Ford now. I was in 25 years sitting at a desk downtown. That was different, but when I got to Ford, it's people just coming in here trying to make it. They coming in here trying to get a job. They don't have nowhere to go, but they do know, because if they do get in here, because of the long haul, it's going to be worth it. I tell all the younger people, I said, yeah, the work is hard. I said, but if you don't work for anything, if it's not hard, what is it worth? It has to be hard for you to get it. Nothing is easy. Do you think all these, you look at some of the superstars in music and in football and basketball, you think they got that easy? They go out and they work hard. They pump weights, they sing, they do it, everything. We work hard up in here. We should be paid just like them. We want it. We're not only do we want it, we're going to get it. We work just as hard. We work harder than the superstars. We should be making what they working. I understand the teachers. I understand the doctors. I understand they need this because they deserve it. But we should be right up under them. And not all these people, I don't care about dribbling or basketball, whatever. You get them whatever they got. They work for it. We deserve this. We're here to fight, and we're going to get it.
Thank you. Thank you, Leon. That's awesome.
No. Thank you. Thank you for putting a microphone in front of my face, and thank you for giving us a chance to put out here what's going through these employees and what we want. Thank you for bringing this out here because we strong and we want it, and we want the world to hear this here. Because a lot of the people in the world, sometimes we come here, we get flipped off by people, but a lot of people in the world, they have it and they don't know what we work for and they don't know what we do to get it. And we make these cars, the same cars y'all driving in, flipping us off, we made them.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I agree with everything.
Right.
Here. Come on.
I don't really got time. Hey, UAW 551 strong, man.
What's your name?
Tip. You be with me. Y'all look at my sister. Shout out to my sister Sierra. We no deals, no wheels, baby.
No wheels.
That's right.
We need it for real. Y'all playing.
So
we on.
well, let me ask all you this. I mean, you've been telling me about workers having to sleep in their cars and stuff like that. When you hear the company say things like, "Oh, we're like a family," meanwhile they made y'all make a sacrifice in 2008. They made y'all make a sacrifice in 2020. They never made it right. How does that make you feel?
Really bad. It makes me feel really bad. You know, the worst part of it that made me feel bad is you didn't honor your agreement. You told us you would do this, and we stood up for you, and you not standing up for us now. And it really hurts when a person tell you that. What really hurts when you found out that they made $29 million last year, and they tell you giving you a raise will bankrupt them. They don't know what bankruptcy is. They don't know what Chapter 13. They don't know what Chapter 7 is. They don't even know what to file it is. And if they did file one, it wasn't their bankruptcy. It was probably a company. Bankruptcy is hard, and it happens when you don't have enough money to pay your bills, when you have a car and you can't afford it, and the car company comes and take it back. And just think about a car company coming taking back a car that you done paid 5 years already into, but you can't afford it, and they come get it. So at some point, you have to start all the way over, but not with a new car, with a junkyard car. And you don't know if it's going to break down on this block or the next block. You don't know what's going to happen to it, you know. And like I say, we're here for the contract. We're here for everything, and we're going to get it because we deserve it. And we deserve not to be second-class citizens. We're working hard for these companies. I mean, my hands, look at my hands. I work hard every day. You give me 2 30-minute breaks, and you give me a 20. And in one of my 30-minute breaks, I have to go and sit down for 30 minutes just to get back up to work 3 more hours, to sit down 30 minutes, to work another 2 hours, and look, it's 2:40, and I got 2 more hours to go. And knowing not only do I have to go home, I have to come out that plant. I have to walk over a big bridge, over, under it. It takes more out of me to walk over that bridge 2 times a night than it really do to come in there and build your cars. The bridge is the worst thing. And we do it, and we work hard. And the only thing they do is go live in their lavish luxury homes, and they sit. Like he said, you had 2 months to even consider our deal. If it takes you 2 months to even consider speaking with us, what do we care about going to strike on you? It took you 2 months to come to even talk to us to consider a deal. And now we're supposed to care about you and what's going on you. You in it. You got yourself in it. So deal with it. Deal with your losses. And not your games.
Thank you, Leon. Thank you very much.
Right.
That was awesome. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
That's the truth.
I want people to smash the like button.
Smash the like button, everybody. Smash the like button. And wow, what a day. That was awesome. Yeah, that's incredible that they just, you know, it's just that old saying, you know, the boss gets $1, you get a dime. But you're lucky if you get that dime these days. That's where it's at. All right, we're going to talk to some more people. Smash the like button, like John said. Smash the like button. Share this stream, guys. It's Sunday. It's a gloomy Sunday. I know there's a lot going on, but it's important. We have been out here since day one. Status Coup has been here since the first day. It is day 24. 24 days now we've been doing this. There's been a lot of solidarity honks, which, of course, are amazing to hear, and it's inspiring. And, guys, we do have a little bit of bad news in Status Coup land that I'll let you all know now. Our membership site is actually down. You can't go to the membership site. If we get an update on that, we'll, of course, let you know right away. Colin is working on it behind the scenes. But right now, our membership site is down. But you can still become a member via YouTube. So you can join via YouTube. You can also leave a super chat. We're going to get to all the super chats throughout the stream today. So please do that. Oh, and by the way, the offer is still valid if you become a member via YouTube or anywhere else. Anyone who joins Status Coup from Friday until the end of the day, Monday, when John and I are finished here, or finished in the area, rather, I will send you a link to my not yet released vertical film, Frank Azzurri. That's a film that's going to premiere in Rome next week. It won't be out to the public for a little while yet, but I'm going to send it to you first, right after the premiere. So you'll get to see that for joining Status Coup. We're going to talk to some more people.
Let's see. I'm just going to do some B-roll. Just say excited.
All right. Okay. Could we interview you?
I'm not really interested
No?
in speaking. I don't want to do it. That's right. But I do love what you guys are doing for
Thank
the labor movement and helping out.
Thank you. Thank you. Can we interview you, sir? No?
Yes, of course.
Sir, can we interview you?
I'm good.
All right.
Appreciate it, though.
Could we interview you? You were no,
Today.
not today. All right. All right.
Neighbor, you ready for your interview?
Can we
Come on, Andrew, interview. Jojo.
can we interview you, sir? All right. Thank you. Wonderful.
Go over to that
What's your name, my friend?
Darian.
And how long have you been a UAW member, Darian?
For about 6 years.
So, tell me about how you're feeling after this weekend. I mean, there was the big rally yesterday. The EV plants are going to be unionized. There's been some progress. How are you feeling about the progress so far?
I feel like the progress needs to speed up. We're out here. Weather conditions getting bad. I think they're just stalling. But we're out here, so we're not going nowhere. So we can stay out here all day, but we're ready. We're ready for what's right.
So why do you think they're stalling?
Man, this is a billion-dollar company. They can stall probably for as long as they can. But in all reality, they're losing money. We're losing money. We're just gonna war it out.
So Jim Cramer recently on CNBC said that if the unions don't buck up, all the cars are going to be made in Mexico. What do you have to say when people say things like that?
Man, I got to say, good luck. It's gonna be tough. We made a lot of money for Ford. Just being out here. They own this building right there. Over there on 126. So for them to do that, you're just taking money away from people. It's not gonna look good. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's not gonna look good. And like I said, we're out here fighting no matter what. So. Hopefully they come to their senses, and just end this all,
What do you think it's going to take for them to come to their senses?
I guess just more shutting down more. We're just going to keep shutting down more. That's all, No, they're not going to make no money off us. That's all that is. I mean, if it was my opinion, I'm shutting everything down. It's been too long and nobody's seen a raise, and I don't know how long. Raises are supposed to be, going with the times. It's prices are gouging right now. So for you to, take out of our pockets, we've been laid off, all this stuff like that, and then come back. We don't know when we're going back to work. Sometimes, So. I don't know, man. For them to end this all and just and just pay us, man. Just pay it. That's all I can say. You know, I'm ready for it to be over with. You know, they're just stalling.
Well, how does it make you feel when the company, you know, they made you all make a sacrifice in 2008. Then, of course, you made a sacrifice again during the pandemic, and they're asking more and more of the workers, and then they don't follow up their end of the bargain. They don't give you guys what you deserve, and they say things like, oh, we're a family. How does that make you feel?
As far as being a family, it doesn't really show, but, you know, the family looks out for one another. You know, that's what we're out here doing. We see where everybody's out here, you know, they're probably at home, you know, with their money, making money, you know, on the beach somewhere or something while we're out here, you know, picketing. They probably don't care less. So it don't sound like a family to me. You got to show me that, you know.
And what do you think about when the CEOs say that their profits are based on their performances? Isn't it what you guys?
When the CEOs say their profits are based on their performances, do you feel like they're earning those bonuses?
The CEOs?
Yeah.
Man, anybody can sit down at a table. You know, just put me to the table, get me $23 million. I'll make you some money. You know, get a bonus. I'm not knocking you for get your bonus, but $23 million is crazy. You know, for one person. You know, we don't even get raises like that. You know, and then they tax the hell out of us. So you know, we're not really seeing much of nothing. We're just working. You know, like I said, you know, I got a lot of family members that work at Ford. You know, been here almost 20 years, you know, over 20 years, you know, all together collectively, probably 60 years in Ford, you know. So with that being said, you know, seeing how they used to live before I started working here, I always wanted to work at Ford, you know. Ford was like a dream job, you know, to have, you know. So getting in here now and going through what I'm going through, it's man, I don't know what I signed myself up for, you know. So I'm just hoping they just make it better.
So, like, everything that you've experienced, and we're seeing, like, what's going on in society right now, there's a new interest in unions and things like that just from society at large. How important would you say unions are?
Oh, man, unions are very important. I mean, you got to have somebody sticking up for you, you know. Jobs, I feel for people that have jobs that get laid off for no apparent reason, can't come back. You know, it's rough times out here, you know. I mean, it was easy finding a job after COVID, you know. Jobs were, you know, knocking at your door, you know. But now it's like it's getting harder and people realizing that. So having a union is very important, you know. That's probably the main thing, you know. I probably wouldn't touch a job without a union, to be honest with you.
What would you say to somebody who says, oh, if you're not happy at your job, just go find another one?
Man, go find another job if you're not happy. Like, honestly, you know, if it's not really for you, then go find another job. I mean, you know, but then again, you know, you got to make a career out of it. If it's something, you know, that's worth being part of, then, you know, stick it out. But if you're just talking crazy about the job just because you don't like the work, then, you know, just go find another job, you know. It's a lot of easier money out here, people making money on the internet and stuff like that, you know. So it's free money everywhere. That's why Ford needs to go ahead and just pay us, you know. Oh, no. I see, the one thing about it, you know, I like Ford as far as, you know, their benefits. You know, they do right, you know, as far as, you know, that goes, you know. But like I said, you know, keeping up with prices these days, you know, you just got to get with it, you know. And we can't just keep living off the same checks. You know, people haven't seen a raise in over 20 years, you know, so that's just bad. So, and when we do better with that, then I think Ford would be way better off.
Do you think this is a generational struggle? Like, do you think it's like if we don't get a victory now, they're just going to, I mean, it's going to keep getting worse and worse. But if we get a victory now, we're going to set the pace for a new generation.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, definitely. This is going to just make it worse. I mean, I just feel like we just keep signing on to these low contracts and stuff like that. They're just going to keep trying to get away with it, just keep taking little and little by little. So, you know, just come even with us, you know, and we'll be even with you. I mean, it just really makes no sense. I can't really imagine anybody of the younger youth making any money at Ford when, you know, this times is getting more expensive. I just can't see that happening.
So
Talk a little bit about the job itself and the toll it just takes on your body.
Oh man, it's rough on the feet. I can tell you that. You know, standing up long hours, but you know, it's a physical job. You got to come physical. You know, definitely. The only conditions that I would say, you know, the job is a job. You know, if you're gonna make the money you expect to make, I expect to work, you know, like that. But you know, the thing that they can do to help us out is at least, you know, care about like weather conditions. You know, it sometimes in the summer it's over 100 degrees, so in there it's like 110. You know, so yeah,
There's no air conditioning.
no air conditioning at all. They can at least do that. You know, once they do that, you know, I wouldn't mind the work. I don't mind the work, you know, to be honest with you. That's just me personally, you know. But, I mean, it's just little things that they can do. I mean, you know, it's certain improvements that I've seen made, you know, but, you know.
What are some of those improvements?
Man, we had I've been there a long time, you know. When I first got there, you know, I had to put my stuff up on the racks and stuff because I didn't want no rats and roaches to get to me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but.
So that's common. There's like a lot of rats and roaches.
Well, yeah, it's a big building, you know. It's a lot of people doing the forklift, you know, coming in and out, truckers and stuff. So that's common, you know, but they made big improvements on that. So, you know, I haven't seen it lately, so it's okay.
But there's still a lot to be done, like air conditioning when it's over 100.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's always improvements to be made to any company, you know.
So what do you want to just tell the public? We're live right now. What do you kind of want to leave the public with, things you want them to know about this strike?
That we're not going nowhere. You know, we're out here. We're trying to feed our families. You know, we deserve pay that's keeping up with the times. You know. And we're just not going to go nowhere because we feel like we deserve it. So, you know, we're working for that.
When people say things like, oh, the unions are just being greedy, what's your response to that?
Oh, man, they're not in our shoes. You know, come in our shoes, work our job, then talk that talk. You know, that's all I got to say. You know, if you could just do the white collar job, sit behind the desk, and then talk crazy, I can understand that. You know, because you're relaxed and but once you're not seeing your family, you're stuck inside the factory. You know, body hurts. You know, stuff like that. You feel like you deserve that money. So, you know, that's just the difference for me.
You said you don't get to see your family, or people don't get to see their family.
You know,
what do you mean?
We're working hard to compensate for the time. So, you know, overtime, you know, everybody's begging for that. You know, you come in, you get overtime, or you try to get overtime just to be able to pay your bills, you know. So that's long days. We already work 11 hours, you know. So
what's an average week for you typically?
Average. I mean, you know, 40-hour week, 4 days a week. It's you know, to the ears, it's not bad, you know, but once you're in there, you know, and you're working those long hours, because those are long hours, you know, and then, like I said, to make the pay you make, some people are in there making $15, you know, $17. What, you know, working that job, people in McDonald's are making that, you know, and they're working less work. So I just feel like, you know, the hours as far as not seeing the family, you know, people are trying to compensate. They're trying to, you know, come in, get extra hours. So they're putting in, you know, 60 hours a week, 70 hours a week, you know, just to, you know, feed their families and, you know, and afford a good life.
It's like people are sacrificing their bodies and their time and their lives just to be able to get through the next week.
Right. Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us, man.
All right, no problem.
Cheers. Thank you very much. Smash the like button, everybody. Smash it, smash it. The music just left us. So the DJ quit. The DJ was like, after that interview, I'm done. No more.
Hey, what you guys, this is YouTube?
Yeah, Status Coup.
Yeah, Status Coup on YouTube.
Okay.
And we're actually live right now. We've been here since the beginning. This is our 24th day covering the UAW strike. So,
cool.
So yeah, we've been all around the Midwest.
Okay.
Yeah, please. All right, let's try to find some more people to talk to. Can we interview you? It's okay. All right. All right, next time. Guys want to come to an interview? Come on. You're tipsy? That's not against the rules. We do allow that. That's okay. You sure, sir? All right. A lot of solidarity, honks. Excuse me, sir. Can we interview you?
No.
No. Okay. Can we interview you?
Pardon me?
Can we interview you for Status Coup News?
No, I don't even.
All right.
I ain't a good interviewer.
Sir, can we interview you for Status Coup News?
I'd rather not.
You know that? Okay. All right.
I mean, not sure that's the wrong word, but.
I got you. Yeah. All right. So,
One of these guys.
I think I already asked these guys. Yeah, I already asked these guys.
Let's take a walk down there. Just let people know there is a shift change.
Could we interview you?
I'm sorry?
Could we interview you, please?
I'm camera shy.
It's a very kind camera.
I'm so camera shy.
You sure?
What type of questions are you going to ask me?
I'm just going to ask you about the strike, your experience, what you want to see happen. Very, very chill.
Yeah, I'm camera shy.
All right. Okay. Sir?
I'm introverted, so.
Well, I am too. I am too.
Braver than me.
I don't know about that. Can we interview you, ma'am? Can we interview you, please? All right. Wonderful. What's your name?
Erica White. Hi.
Hi, Erica. And you're with the UAW?
I am.
How long you been a member?
8 years.
8 years.
Yeah.
All right. So how has this weekend been for you? Let's start there. There was the big rally yesterday. Some progress is being made. The EV plants are going to be union, but we still got a long way to go. How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling very positive overall. I don't want to think too negative about everything. I feel like it should have a great outcome. So we're just going to keep standing up and being strong about it. So I don't want to think the worst of things.
There's been a lot of solidarity, honks. I mean, every time we've been here, and especially today, do you feel like Chicago has your back?
I feel like together we are strong with each other. So, yeah, I feel like we come together when it's necessary. Definitely. The city's going to stand up together, always.
Even on a cloudy day, right?
Even on a cloudy day.
So let's talk about the work itself. Like, how taxing is it, the stuff you have to do day to day?
It's tough. They say tough for a reason. The conditions that we go through, you gotta be mentally strong to endure the things that we do. So we're working for a reason.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
I think that would best be understood if you were in the plant. Okay. But to sum it all up, we are together for a reason. It's the reason why we out here trying to work for more, because we deserve it. We work hard.
Well, you guys delivered. I mean, and you have been asked to sacrifice time and time again. I mean, in 2008, they asked you guys to sacrifice. And with the pandemic, of course, they asked you guys to sacrifice. And then they never made good on their end of it.
No. And then this year alone was a lot of layoff, and then we come back and a lot of layoff. It's tough, especially when you got to keep your bills, at a minimum, and you got to take care of kids, and some of us, we have to do it by ourselves. So it's a lot, but we fighting for more. So,
were you concerned some this year about being laid off?
Definitely, because it was unexpected, one, and you just gotta basically prepare for the worst. So yeah, it was definitely something that I had to think about and work through, but I made it up.
So when you're here and you're worried about potentially getting laid off, you're working long hours, you're working very, very physically demanding labor, and then you see these companies making these record profits, they're not sharing it with the workers, and then they're saying things like, oh, we're a family. How does that make you feel?
It irritates me a little bit, because family, I feel like we're the family. Clearly, we're the solidarity, and they're just like, keep it going. So, but you got to think positive, like I said, overall.
What helps you stay positive?
My family. This right here.
Yeah.
We keeping it together. We're staying strong. Even though we know, like, it's a bad time, we still here together. So, we going to overlook all this.
When you say it's a bad time, do you mean like just with the situation here, or do you mean kind of like the world at large, like we're in a weird place?
Overall, it's all weird, so you got to head above the water.
Sure. And well, so then, like, going big picture here, how important do you think this struggle is just for the country in general and for labor and for the middle class?
It's very important. I think this is a lesson for everyone that even though times get tough, you got to stay clear of all the BS that they can bring towards you. So, definitely.
What's some of the BS they're bringing towards you?
Like the constant layoff and giving us a raise, and then we only working for a week, and then now we have to strike for more. So, that.
So, Shawn Fain the other day had an Eat the Rich t-shirt on. Is this the time to kind of send a message to the 1% that the working class is not going to take this anymore?
Definitely. And if they don't see it, we're going to continue to show it. So, we're here.
How close do you think we are to the finish line? I mean, there's been some progress, but we still got a ways to go. If you had to just guess, I know I'm asking you to kind of guess, but
I can't really take a guess and say how close we are, but I'm going to have faith to say that we're very close. This close, yeah.
Well, let me. If you're willing to go there with me, do you think you'll be here next Sunday?
I can't say.
All right, fair enough.
I'm going to keep my head above the water and stay clear. It's okay. I love the effort. I love it. But I can't say. I'm going to stay positive overall. That's what I will say.
Are you from here in Chicago?
Yes.
Okay.
Born and raised.
So kind of what's your take on the city just as a working class town and just in general?
We're hard people. A little aggressive, but I feel like it's tough love. If you know, you know. It's the best.
Oh, I like that. I've noticed even the solidarity honks. There's a little more oomph in Chicago. There's a little more. They're a little more deliberate. They're a little more.
What we want, always.
When people say things like, "Oh, the unions are just being greedy," I mean, you see some of these comments on social media and stuff like that. Even sometimes on our channel, we get troll comments like that. What's your response to that?
Well, my response is I don't have social media, so I don't feed into the negativity. But when I do hear all of that, I feel like it's a valid point towards it. I feel like it's a lot of greed going around. I feel like they just want to keep more money in their pockets than helping out the middle class. It's a little unfair, but solidarity, we're here. We're trying to prove a point.
What are some things you want the public to know about the strike that they might not be aware of?
Even though you don't know how things might turn out, you got to stay clear of all the BS. Like I said, overall, positivity.
Positivity?
Yeah, positivity.
I like it. And staying off social media likely helps you with that.
Definitely. I haven't been on social media in a year, and I don't plan on getting back on it, especially due to the crisis right now. So.
How'd you quit? You just go cold turkey or what?
Yeah, definitely. I say, you know what, I want better for myself, so my main focal point is me. Not what the internet has to say. You know, it could tell you lies. They definitely be lying to us. Sure. So be aware.
Yeah. No, I don't. That was a weird question on my part, actually.
No,
like I said, cold turkey, as if there was another option. Like, did you go cold turkey, or did you have the like anti-social media medication that I don't think exists?
I think I just focus more so on me and my daughter and like what's really important. So.
Well, thanks.
Like raising a family, having a family in this economy and not making wages that you're just
It's a little intimidating because you don't know if you're going to meet the goal that you're trying to get to, but you got to keep going. You got to definitely keep going because she don't know, so I got to keep strong for her overall.
some workers, they're making these cars and they can't basically because of how high the prices are.
It's been tough, because I can't do everything that I want to do. I can only do the bare minimum, especially due to crisis like now. So we just got to keep going overall.
Thank you very much.
All the answers that
No, that was wonderful. Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Wonderful. All right, folks. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, too. We don't mention that enough, but YouTube will unsubscribe people. We know that sometimes the algorithm messes, so make sure you're subscribed. Ring the bell so you get notified, because sometimes you subscribe to a channel, and for whatever reason, the people at Google think, hey, you subscribe to a channel, you probably don't want to see anything from it. So we're not going to notify you about anything. I don't know about you, but that's usually what I do. When I subscribe to something, I'm like, please don't show me anything. So my point is, make sure you ring the bell. Make sure you're subscribed and ring the bell so they know to notify you. We will get to your super chats. Please do leave them. Our membership page is currently down, which is a big bummer, but it's currently down. But you can still join via YouTube. You can become a member via YouTube. We have $5 a month levels. Yeah. $5 a month level, $10 a month levels. I know it's difficult. I know times are tough. But because of you supporting what we do here, we've been able to be out here the whole time. This is day 24. We've been out here. Status Coup has been out here all 24 days. John is the only one who's been out here all 24 days, but he's been out here all 24 days. Jordan's been on the beat. Tina's been on the beat. Now I'm on the beat. And we're going to be here a few more days. We're rounding up our trip here, but we were able to bring stories to you that literally no one else is doing. That's not a hyperbole. That's not an embellishment. That's literal. We're the only one going on the ground, or in the case of today, John, the ground, at this level. And we do it because we love it, and because it's important, and because we know how valuable it is, and because we know we're filling a void that the corporate media is so shamefully neglecting. And it's criminal. They have... I mean, CNN has more resources in a day than we do in ever, really. And yet we're out here, and guys, here's the reality. Here's the reality, and I know it's a bummer, but it's the truth. Journalism costs money. It costs money. It costs resources. It takes travel. It takes logistics. It takes planning. Every day when we're on the beat, we don't know which plant we're going to until a couple hours before, and we got to plan accordingly. We got to get there. This takes a lot of coordination between Jordan, between John, between Colin, between myself, and whoever else is involved. And we love being able to do it, but it does take resources. So please, when you become a member of Status Coup, know that that's what you're supporting. And by the way, you get another fun perk if you sign up for membership while I'm out here. I'm going to send you a link to my not yet released film, Frank Azzurri. It's premiering in Rome, Italy next week. Before it goes out to the public, I'm going to send it to you for becoming a member. We will get to your super chats here shortly. I guess we could do a couple now. You want to do one or two?
Let's go to the next location. And
all right.
in the car.
Okay. All right, guys, we're going to go to the next location. All right, thanks, guys. We're heading to the... Thank you, my friend. Yeah, wonderful meeting you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thanks, guys. We're going to go to the next location here. We're going to do the car thing again. Apparently, you guys liked that yesterday, and so we're going to do it again. Might not be the safest thing we've ever done here in Status Coup country, but it was fun. And oh, by the way, that thing still stands. If we get to 20 members in one day, John's going to get a UAW tattoo. I'm going to ink it, but he's going to do it. And a lot of solidarity, huh? I'll tell you what, I expected a little more quiet Sunday. And I say that in a way like I'm pleasantly surprised. Like I kind of thought that Sunday was going to be a little more chill, a little more zen. But the solidarity honks are there. I'm going to hold this camera. And while John's getting situated here, I'll also take this moment to let everyone know, all of our Los Angeles viewers, if you're in Los Angeles, I got a big show coming up on October 21st. October 21st in the San Pedro neighborhood. That's a headliner series, so I am on that show. I am on that show. Stephanie Blum is on that show. Amanda Cohen's on that show. You can get tickets at ronplacone.com. I have had Status Coup viewers at every show I've done this year. That includes Scotland. So please do not let me down in my hometown. I hope to see some Status Coup fam there. Let me get to the super chats here. Thanks. Let's see. D.L. Sandero. I hope I'm doing that right. D.L. Sandero. Yeah, there's our solidarity honk. Thank you very much. $10. Thank you very, very much. A token donation for the great work being done by Status Coup on this strike. Thank you very much for that, D. Alessandro. Presents. What's up there? Presents for Ron Placone's lunch or his Utilikill fund. You know, every time I go to Scotland, I do think about getting a Utilikill. And you know what? Since you brought this up, I'll tell you the reason why I think about getting a Utilikill. Is it tipping?
No, it's okay.
All right, sorry. I don't want to. John, if I hit you in the face with the camera, please let me know immediately. But the reason John, do you have any guesses why I might want to get a Utilikilt?
No, I don't even know what that is.
A Utilikilt? Oh, well, it's like a kilt, but there's like a couple useful pockets and stuff, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of what it sounds like. But the reason I have always considered a Utilikilt is in case I ever got called for jury duty, showing up in a kilt, I think, is like an easy way to potentially get out of it. Just when they ask you that question about, like, do you think our justice system works, always say no, because, I mean, my honest answer is no anyway, so I'm not lying. I'm just being honest. I'm like, no, I don't think our system works, and show up in a kilt. Anyway, and by the way, if you have a kilt, feel free to try that. You get called in, wear the kilt, see what happens. Let me know. Teach, what's up, Teach? Rats and roaches are some of the smaller things in there. I see raccoons crawling out of trash cans and walking the rafters all the time. That is, that's freaky. Although, not to try to spin that into a positive necessarily, but running into a raccoon is good luck. That's what do you call it? What's the word for it?
Superstition?
No, not superstition. It's a token? Is that what it's called? Is it, I think
Kind of like being shit on by birds?
Yeah.
Say it's good luck?
Yeah, it's good luck. Rain on your wedding day, being shit on by a bird, seeing a raccoon. Just seeing one. All it takes is seeing one. And shout out to our YouTube member, Tony Cassis. Tony, thank you so much. And a friendly reminder, everybody, our membership page is down, unfortunately, but you can still become a member via YouTube. Our goal is 15 a day. If we get to 20 today, John's going to get a UAW tattoo. So help us get there. I won't do the tattoo. That part, we won't, yeah, that'd be bad. But he will get one. All right, I'm getting out of the car. Oh, man. There we go. This is a multitasking trip. Day 24, you're getting creative.
Read all of them?
Yeah, I think that's all of them so far. All right, we are off. And, wow. It's, fortunately, the rain's been holding off today. There's a lake down the street from here. John and I visited that. And, we actually have a members video that we made there. So all of our members, you can get our Waterside members video. So be on the lookout for that. That'll be dropping soon for all members. Interview with John Farina. And that was a lot of fun. And yeah, so members, be on the lookout for that. We're going to the new location here. We're at about 1:30 now. We started out at 126, which is where we were at yesterday too, and we're heading to 1:30. At a busier intersection here, so there's going to be a lot of solidarity honks. For anyone just tuning in, we are still in Chicago. You're watching Status Coup. We're in Chicago, Illinois. We're at the Ford plant, day 24 of the strike. We are the only outlet that has been here all 24 days. And we're going to be back. We're likely going to be back in Michigan tomorrow. So we're going to be heading back to Detroit, the Motor City. But today, we're in the Windy City. And we're going to, we'll get to some more Super Chats here, so please do not be shy. Please send those Super Chats. Your support helps keep this show on the air. And we're going to see if some people want to talk to us. Oh, and there's a dog. That's phenomenal. Ma'am, can we interview you? Can we interview you, please?
Hello.
Please? Oh. Can we say hi to the dog?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's the dog's name?
Jenna.
Hi, Jenna.
Can we interview you, Jenna?
Support and solidarity. Sir, can we interview you? Please? Come on. I feel like you want to. We'll do it right here by the fire pit. It's going to be warm. You sure? Come on. I think you got stuff to say. I can tell you got stuff to say. Just a couple minutes. Please? Come on. I promise it's a good time. I promise you'll have a good time. And you're going to laugh a few times. I promise. If you don't, I'll give you your money back. What do you say? She's going to record it. You're going to have backup on it. What do you say, my friend? What's your name?
I'm all right.
All right. You sure? All right. Ma'am, how about you?
No, thank you.
He'll record you.
No, I'm the reporter.
Let's see. We'll X down the line. Right there.
Sir, can we interview you? No? All right.
Let's go over
All
there.
right.
Let's go across.
You want to cross the street? Hey, ma'am, can we interview you? No? You sure? All right.
How you doing, everyone?
Can we interview? Does anyone want to talk to us? Tell us their stories, sir? Can we interview you? Can we interview you?
What story you want me to tell you?
Well, what's your name? Let's start there.
Leon Yates.
Leon, how long you been with the UAW?
10 years.
And how are you feeling after this weekend? Are you feeling inspired? Do you think we're getting closer to an agreement?
Yes. I feel like we finna get it. I feel like we finna get it. They know we work hard. They know we out here. They finna come on with it. Ford finna stop playing and come on with it.
Let's talk about the work and how demanding is it on your body, the stuff that you have to do day in and day out?
It's rough, but it's what you got to do to survive. Take care of your family. Take care of your house. Take care of your bills. It's life. You got to work to eat. We just want to get paid for working hard. You know, we want to get what's right. If you look, the lady make $29 million a year. It'll take us 16 years to make what she make in a week. 16 years.
That's not right. And the companies, time and time again, asked y'all to sacrifice. They asked you to sacrifice in 08.
Overtime, everything. We do it all. And it's time to get paid for it. That's why I'm standing out here in the cold.
How long have you been out here?
I come every day.
You come every day?
Every day. I come every day. Because I believe in Shawn Fain. Fain be the truth. And if he can do it, I know I can do it. So I'm out here every day.
So what would you say to the public? How important are unions, especially with the state of the world right now?
I think our union is the best for us. And like I said, I believe Shawn Fain is the one that's going to take us to the mountaintop. We just got to believe and stand out here. For us, see, it's time. It's time to pay us.
So were you pretty happy to hear the news this weekend, like the EV plants are going to be unionized, some more concessions are happening? Did you feel pretty confident with the rally and all that?
I'd be more happy when Ford signed off on it. Once Ford say it's good, I work for Ford. I don't work for GM. I work for Ford. So when Ford say we getting the EVs, I'm down with it. Right. But I just believe that they finna come on with it.
You feel confident in Shawn Fain's leadership, and so why is that?
I'm confident in Shawn Fain. God sent Shawn Fain to us. So you can't beat God.
Well, what do you like about him? Like, what has he done that you've really been like, yeah?
He's an honest man, and he's about the membership. He not about corporate and talking behind the doors or none of that. He let us know up front. It's about the membership. Whatever the membership say, that's what we going with. Man, that's Shawn Fain. I believe in him.
When you hear like people online and stuff like that saying, "Oh, these unions are being greedy," what do you have to say to that?
I don't care about what them people talking about. They don't work at Ford. They don't know the grind we go through. They just talking. Come do 10, 11, 12 hours on the line, and then tell me that after you get done. And then tell me if you think we getting less or we should get more. All you got to do is come work on the line just 10 hours. You're not even going to make it at lunch. You're going to leave. So we don't care about what them people talking about. In Fain, we trust. That's the new motto.
Talk about a little bit what it's like on the hardships working on the line.
I mean, you don't get to see your family as much. You don't get to really see the world as much. But it's cool because if Ford kick in and pay us, then we'll be all right. I mean, you got to take care of your family. You got to work. You got to be out here. You might as well work and get paid for it.
Is it physically hard on the body?
Yes, it's physically hard, medical and all that. But you got to be a gorilla to work at Ford. You got to be a gorilla for this. You got to be 100 to work at Ford Motor Company. And that's what it is.
You from here in Chicago?
Yeah, born and raised.
How do you feel like the community's been as far as supporting y'all? Do you feel like Chicago has your back?
Yes. You see the mayor came yesterday, Jesse Jackson, all the aldermen, they got our back.
Were you happy to see the mayor?
I was real happy to see the mayor because I see he understand and he down with us. Yeah.
What about the solidarity honks? There seems to be a lot of them. I've been hearing a lot. I mean, every time I've been out here, I hear them. And has it always been like this?
No, but it's like this now. We got solidarity. We here. We UAW 551.
How important do you think this is just in terms of the bigger labor movement? I mean, we're seeing a new interest in unions from a new generation, and people are really kind of rising up and saying enough's enough.
Because everybody see corporate greed is crazy. This is my one thing I got to say. You making $29 million, you haven't put a screw in a truck, a car, nothing. We put screws in every day. And it'll take us 16 years to make what you make in a week. That's crazy. That's crazy. We can't even buy the trucks we make.
How does that make you feel? I mean, Ford also they would always promote that, like, oh yeah, we make cars that our employees can buy, and meanwhile, like a lot of times, that's not even true.
You don't think I want to drive an Explorer or an Aviator? I want an Aviator right now, triple blue, but I can't get it. So, I mean, it's just a fantasy right now. But if Shawn Fain gives what we need, I'll have one day. And I believe in that.
Do you like the strategy of closing plants little by little, or would you rather have everybody go out on strike?
I like to do it like Shawn Fain doing it.
That's right.
That's a good strategy.
I think everything he's doing is a good strategy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I think in Fain we trust. And that's my motto.
Yes, sir.
I wish I'd have had the shirt on. I got a shirt that saying Fain we trust.
Yes, sir.
Well, the other day he was wearing an Eat the Rich t-shirt. Is now the time to kind of send a message to the 1% that the working class wants their due?
Once again, Shawn Fain know what to do.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm riding with him 100%.
Yes, sir.
So if he say eat the rich, let's eat them. Let's gobble them up. You know, but all I know is people would never understand what it is to work at Ford Motor Company if you never been there. If you never worked at Ford Motor Company, you wouldn't understand why we standing out here right now. Check to check just ain't happening. And we working hard. We want to live comfortable too. And the only way we can live comfortable is if we stand out here and represent for Shawn Fain and the UAW. It's about everybody. This is about all middle class people that want to just live a little bit better. And we gonna do it. And we the blueprint. UAW is the blueprint. Ford Motor Company is the blueprint. And if we get our deal, everybody else should follow suit. Because it's coming.
How close do you think we are?
When Shawn Fain say go back in, that's how close we is. It's up to Shawn Fain. When he say the membership go back in, we go back in.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wonderful talking to you.
You know it.
Thank you.
Point, B.
Can we talk to you, sir? Come on over. What's your name, my man?
Maurice Gray.
How long you been with the UAW?
Oh, man, 11 years now.
11 years.
Yes, sir.
How are you feeling after this weekend? Well, it still is the weekend, but how are you feeling after the rally and the progress that was made? Do you feel like we're going in the right direction?
I think we heading there. Shawn Fain, he's definitely doing his thing. So, you know, I trust his judgment and I trust what he's been doing, and it's looking good. And even got all brothers and sisters out here coordinating together and unifying and going to show the big three how we get down, you know, because we really the company, so give the company what they need, you know. We the company, the people.
So in your 11 years, have you ever seen like a rally quite like this, a solidarity quite like this?
This is my first strike I've ever had, so this is an experience for me. So, you know, but I'm loving how I see all my brothers and sisters coming around, like Leon right here, one of the main men that's always on the front line. You know, it's a lot of strong union brothers out here that's out here trying to make a difference for their family, not just us, but the legacies for the people that's coming from behind us. You know, it's bigger than us, you know.
Do you think this is a generational struggle, not even just for the UAW, but just for labor in general?
Absolutely, because the rich try to get rich and they try to keep the poor, right? So this is what we fighting against. And like Shawn Fain say, eat the rich. That's what we're trying to do right now. We're trying to eat the rich, man.
So you like the T-shirt?
I love it. I love it. I gotta get one. Gotta get one.
They should make them available to members, right?
Yeah, well, yo, get them made yourself. It ain't no big deal. Yo, you can make it yourself, baby.
When you first saw it, were you affected by the tier system?
No, I wasn't affected by it, but my peoples were affected by it, so I was affected by it. So yes, I was affected by it. Well, you know, equal pay for everybody, right? And they be having these temps up in here for 3 to 5 years, still temps, and that ain't right. You know, they working hard to get on the level that they should be on, but they try to keep them down so they can keep their pay down and keep their money just rising, and then you just stay at the same level that you are. And that's what we're fighting for right now, make everybody the same person. You know, you got to take care of your tools, right? And we are the tools. Take care of your tools, you get the good job, right?
And we're hearing some temporary workers have been fired in some of these plants. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, and I bet they would do that, try to save money right now because they know they're not needed, or what they think not needed, quote unquote. But they'll find out that they are needed because you was a temp one time before, you know. Just treat people like you want to be treated, and everything will be smooth, you know.
What's it like trying to survive in this economy with the low wages? What's it like for you?
Man, it's rough because everything is going up but the pay. So we're not balancing out. It's not equaling out. It's not helping anybody. You know, they getting richer, but we just got to work check to check every day. We making cars that we can't even afford.
How does that make you feel when they say things, especially when Ford kind of uses PR the other way? They're like, oh, yeah, we're making cars that our employees can afford and stuff like that. And that's not actually the truth in a lot of cases.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth. And if you do buy that car, you're going to be working for the car. You know what I'm saying? If you do get it, you're going to be working for it. And and you're going to be working for it, you know, and used to be living relaxed like they relax. We come here every day grinding, trying to do a good job every day, working hard for the people, working hard for the company, and the company is like, the hell with you guys. And this is what
when they say things like, oh, we're family, how does that, when the company says, oh, we're family, how does that make you feel?
Man, it don't feel like family to me. You know, if you family, you take care of the ones you love, right? And if you love us, we wouldn't be out here doing this, right? We'd be still up in there. So there ain't no love being shown, so we got to show you, sometimes you got to take love, you know? And that's what we're doing right now. We taking love, taking our respect. Shawn Fain gonna lead us the right way, and then when you do that, y'all gonna see how the UAW get down when we united.
Are you from here in Chicago?
I am. Chicago, Allgale Gardens, baby.
How do you feel about the kind of solidarity from the community? A lot of solidarity honks.
Man, I love it. We've been having people just coming out here just volunteering. They don't have anything to do with Ford or the UAW, but they just want to come out here and support and be a part of history, because this is what this is. This is history right here, and everybody want to be a part of it. And by them just standing right here, you guys are part of history now, just by you being here, you know. And just by you being a part of this, is just going to change everything. You have to be the change you want to see, right? And this is exactly what we're doing. Cold, rain, sleet, snow. We're gonna be out here trying to make a good life for our youngins, you know, for the people that's coming from behind us, you know, and even us right now. Why not? Let's have it too. Everybody.
Now, what made you want to work at
I needed to provide for my family. I needed a stable job. And after a while, when I got there, I felt the love from the people, that it was different. It wasn't just about the job. You know, at first it was about the money. And then after a while, you know, you grab a camaraderie with somebody, you accidentally learn to love someone, you know? And then that's what's been happening with all my brothers and sisters out here. You know, I accidentally love them, you know what I'm saying? Because you be around them more than your own family. So you can't help. They become your family because you around them 12 hours a day, right? And then you see your family probably 6 hours out that day. So now you got two families on accident. Your real family and your accidental family, which become your purpose family, you know?
How many hours a week do you work?
Depending on if they let you get some overtime in, but it's going to be 40 max. And if you could, I'll try to get some overtime, try to get at least 50 in if you can. But if you can't, you know, 40. Yeah, it's been a little rough with the overtimes lately, but there's going to be some overtime when we come back now, though.
So what's something you want? What's something you want the public to know about the strike?
When you stand united and you don't take it from the man, you'll be all right. Have your brothers and sisters unite with you. Fight for a purpose, and everything will be smooth. God will guide the rest of the way.
Thanks so much for talking to us.
I don't know if you touched on this, but can you talk about some of the hardships of working on the assembly line?
Oh man. Yeah, man. That's you got to be forward tough. Is what they say, right? That's a true thing though, and it's not for the weak, and that's why you want to get paid for what you're working on, right? Because it works your body all the way down. It works you down because they got these tools that got real high torques in them, you know, and you go do at least 600 cars, so you got jerks every car, you know, and depending on your job, it's like their struggle. Sometimes you might have a nice job, but sometimes you might not. And, you know.
I spoke to one guy who worked for over 20 years. He had carpal tunnel, like he couldn't even...
Man, yeah, it'll wear down on your body, man, all on your ligaments. I just feel like for us to just have a massage thing just to give everybody at least like once every 3 months or something. Just to get the body right so you can take care of your tools and we'll take care of the company. You take care of our body can take care of y'all. You know, we be wearing and tearing, man. Everybody ligaments getting all roughed up. My son was 3 years old at the time, right? And I was working here. I tried to pick the man up. I felt old already. I was like, oh no, I can't do this, man. Yeah, it's rough.
Thanks for talking to us, man.
Oh man, I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
My dude.
We'll be out here.
Yes, sir.
Maybe this woman here would start. I think I saw her coming over.
That horn. What's that horn?
Ma'am, can we interview you?
Thank you.
No?
I'm good.
Okay,
Just
all
need a
right.
fair contract.
You what? Oh.
Fair contract.
I thought you said we just won. And I was like, whoa, there's some breaking news. Get over here. You got to talk to us. You're going to. Absolutely. All right, cheers. Would anyone else like to talk to us? It's okay. Sorry about that. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Yeah, we're happy to be here.
You want to talk?
Do you want to talk?
Oh, okay.
I think that's just about everyone. I think we asked everybody. All right. All right. Let's get to some more super chats.
Yeah, I think we have another email.
All right, we're gonna cross the street safely here first, folks, and then once we've done that, we'll go over here on this side. I don't know if there's anyone we haven't asked yet, but we'll see if there's any new faces that might want to chat before we sign off here. And smash the like button for anyone just tuning in. And if you're just tuning in and you don't know where we're at, we are in Chicago. We're at the Ford plant. We're at the 126th intersection now. We've been bouncing back between there and the 130th. And this is our second day here. We, of course, were at the rally yesterday. And this is the 24th day that Status Coup has been here. By the way, just for the record, Status Coup, only outlet that has been here for the duration. Only outlet in the country. No joke. And that's not just out of independent outlets. That's out of anybody. Out of independent, corporate, international, you name it. We're it. only outlet that has been out here for the duration every single day. And thank you guys so much for making this possible for us. We couldn't do it without you, because the reality is journalism takes resources. It takes money, it takes planning, it takes logistics, it takes equipment, it takes all that stuff. So please, if you are able, become a member. Unfortunately, our membership website is down, which is very unfortunate, but Colin's working on it. But you can join over at YouTube. Just go to YouTube, become a member there. We have $5 a month and $10 a month tiers. Your membership goes to supporting on-the-ground journalism. And that is, that's what we do here. That's what we do. And there's a lot of fun perks, too. It's not just, hey, you're supporting something, and that's great. That is great. But you get some perks, too. You get a member's call. You get, also, if you join while I'm out here, I'm going to send you a link to a movie that I made that has not been released yet, a short film called Frank Azzurri. It's premiering in Rome next week. And you're going to get it before the public does if you become a member of Status Coup. So we're throwing some fun perks in there. Go to YouTube, join via YouTube, and statuscoup.com/join should be back up hopefully very soon. But in the meantime, you can just join via YouTube. And yeah, and also leave a super chat. We'll get to your super chat. We're going to see if some other folks might want to talk. And then we'll get to some more super chats. Let's see here. Anybody want to talk? Sir, can we interview you?
Who are you?
We are Status Coup. We're an online news network. We've been here since day one of the strike. We'd love to interview you. Could I interview you?
I guess.
All right, sure. What's your name, sir?
James.
Hello, James. How long have you been with the UAW?
About 13 years.
Okay. So let's start with this weekend. There was the big rally yesterday. There was the, Shawn Fain announced that, hey, all the EV plants are going to be union. We've made some progress. We're not quite at the finish line yet. But what was your takeaway this weekend? Do you feel like we're getting close? Do you feel like we're going in the right direction?
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of progress has been made, obviously. There's, still more to go. Are we going to get everything? Come on, I mean, you got to be real. I don't think we're going to get it all, but he's definitely moved the marker, so.
Well, what are the most important things for you? Like what do you want to see?
Well, for me, it would be a pension, but unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that's the one thing they're not going to move on.
Why do you think that?
They fought so hard to get rid of it. I mean, if you look at all the companies, and it's not just automakers, it's all companies, they don't want that commitment into the future. They'll throw money at you right now to get rid of that debt in the future. That's what they don't want. So
you're saying that they don't want to make like a bigger, like long-term investment. They'll just be like, okay, we'll throw a little bit to keep you quiet for a while longer.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the big thing for any company is they don't want that commitment to the future, So
when you see the companies behaving that way, where it's like they're not really, they ask you guys, the employees, to make the sacrifice, make a sacrifice in 08, make a sacrifice during the pandemic, and then they don't hold up their end of the bargain. How does that make you feel?
Well, obviously, it's like a little upset, It's like, hey, come on, we had a deal, but you're not holding up your end of it, So
let's talk about the work itself. Talk about how physically demanding it is, what y'all do each day.
Well, I'm in the skilled trades, so, it's, for me, it's kind of a lot of boredom and then really intense pressure when a machine breaks, because that's when, we get called into action. And, this company, I've heard a bunch of different figures thrown around, but, you're talking, $5,000 a minute is what they make. So if a machine goes down for 10 minutes, that's a lot of money, and if it's down for 15, 20 minutes, that's a real lot of money, so
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So what are some things you want the public to know just about the strike and about like why y'all are out here?
Well, obviously, it's for a better deal. I mean, it's, we did our part. We gave up when they asked for it. But now, for the last 15 years, they've been making money hand over fist. I mean, billions upon billions of, the last estimate was what, $250 billion with a T? That's a lot of money. It's like, hey, you know what? Time to give it up. you know?
Time to give us a fair share.
Yeah.
So when you look at this just from the bigger context of everything that's going on in the country right now, how important do you think this is just towards the bigger labor movement as a whole?
Well, actually, and this is the thing, you know, whether you like unions or hate unions, it's unions move the marker for everyone. Because if it wasn't for us, then, you know, companies could get away with, well, everybody's going to make minimum wage, you know, so it's really important for everyone.
So when you hear people bash unions online and say, oh, the unions are being greedy, what's your response to that?
I'm going to try to stay positive here.
You can say whatever you want.
No, that's okay. We're, negativity doesn't help anyone. So, yeah, it's like if you choose to value yourself at whatever you value yourself at, that's what you'll end up with. So I value myself and my time for more. So,
how important would you say unions are?
Well, I mean, to labor, you know, they're really important. You know, why do you think they've spent so long trying to destroy what's been created? You know, I mean, people literally died for the UAW. What was it, the Battle of the Bridge back in the 30s? You know, and our forefathers made great advancements. They got us to 8-hour workday. So what does companies do? They want a 12-hour workday. They're trying to systematically destroy everything that's been created over the last 70, 80 years.
Do you feel like we're kind of, I mean, obviously none of us were around, but do you feel like history's kind of repeating itself and what's going on today is sort of similar to the struggle of the 30s?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, greed has been around since mankind has been around. Greed is really the cause of it all, you know. I mean, the rich don't want to give it up, you know. It's like, so if they could get us to work for $1 a day, that's what would happen.
You from here in Chicago?
Yeah, actually, I was born in Chicago. I grew up here, and I've lived here most of my life.
How do you feel? Like, I mean, there's been a ton of solidarity honks today, and every time I've been here, there's been a ton of solidarity honks. Yesterday, the mayor showed up. Do you feel like Chicago's got your all's back?
Well, Chicago's been a union town forever. You know, I mean, it's you know, it's a good union town here. You know, so.
If you had to guess, and I know I'm asking you to guess, but do you think you'll still be here next week, or do you think there might be a deal?
My guess is 2 weeks.
Okay. Why 2 weeks?
Well, I think Fain's going to be able to squeeze a little more, but like I say, I personally don't think he's going to get pensions, and that's going to be the sticking point, and eventually it's got to end. We all got to go back to work, you know. We got to make money. So
do you agree with the strategy of just kind of striking a little bit at a time, or do you think maybe, we should just shut it all down? Like what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I see the strategy. It preserves the strike fund. It enables us to be more effective with the resources that we have to create a better strike for less money. And ultimately, it's all money, you know. Yeah, could we shut it all down? Well, then it becomes a foot race. Who can survive the longest? You know, whereas, like, we didn't strike the stamping plant in the Heights. Ford closed them because we struck this plant. See, it's a domino, so we can get more of the chain, the system to shut itself off by hitting key components instead of taking the whole thing out at once.
So basically you agree with the strategy that's going on, more or less?
Yeah, I would have chose some different targets, but I understand the strategy of why they're doing what they're doing.
Well, and Bill, on that, let me know, like what do you mean, like different targets? Like for someone...
What's 46 years now? Number one F-150s. Well, actually, it's the F-Series trucks. Just say, okay, I'm going to stop Ford's F-150 plant, but I'm going to let Chevy run Silverados hey Ford, you're going to lose your title. You know, that's see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta hit the nerve. You gotta hit the pinch point.
Sure. How many more nerves do you think need to be hit?
Well, like I said, I honestly, my belief is it'll wind down pretty soon here. You know, a couple weeks. So,
thanks for talking to us.
I like what you said, because the pension's important. Who could save up enough money to be able to retire at the end and be able to survive, you know, off their pension? Nobody could make enough money. Nobody's making enough money to be able to save that money. A lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck right now.
oh yeah. Pension is a big thing, especially for the younger generations. You know, a lot of newcomers that came in, you know, later, you know, more older, right? You still got to get vested into the pension. You can't just show up one day, work for 2 years, and go, here's your pension. You still got to work there for 30 years, you know, to get the pension. So it's not going to help someone like me. I'm going to be long retired by the time I'd ever get there. See what I'm saying? But for the future, yeah. And that's something I actually worry about is the younger generation. You know, the whole gig economy. It's like you might be doing all right now, but what are you doing for your future? You know, your retirement. So.
Can I ask you, what made you want to work for Ford?
Honestly, I mean, they're a good company to work for. They pay well. You know, it's not the best, but a lot better than a lot of other companies. I've been a tradesman my entire life, and the company I was at before Ford was paying about 2/3 of what I was making at Ford. So. Yeah, Ford, and I gotta give it up to Ford. They have wonderful health benefits. You know. I don't know many companies that have a zero contribution health plan. So.
We heard of some factories that are still open, but they're laying off people or firing people because of the strike. Have you heard that?
No, I don't know who's doing what, but I'm certain that for every one direct auto worker, there's 5 support people, you know, in tier 1 and tier 2 and tier 3 suppliers that I'm sure are feeling the pinch.
Can you talk about the tiers a little bit? Were you ever affected by the tiers?
Oh yeah, back in 2000. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 2002, right after 9/11. You remember when they couldn't give cars away and they were all given 0% financing loans and everything like that? Yeah, I was working for a tier 1 supplier back then, and they of course blamed everything on that, but they moved a lot of production down to Mexico, things like that too.
And what are your thoughts on the corporate media's coverage of this strike? I know I talk to a lot of people who say that they spoke to one journalist for like a few minutes, but then they only take like 25 seconds of that long interview and they kind of twist it around.
Well, the media is the media, man. I mean, they all have an agenda one way or the other, and they're all going to show. And ultimately, the 6 o'clock news is about the soundbite, man. You got to get the soundbite, or you got nothing.
That's not what we do. We come out here and we want to get the whole story.
Yeah.
We let you speak through that, and that's why we're.
Yeah.
Thanks for talking to us, man. Cheers. Best of luck with everything. All right. Here, this is one person we have not.
The super chats. Yeah, come over here. How you doing? Did you want to talk?
Can we talk to you?
No? Okay.
No? All right. All right, let's see here. We got Curious One, $9.99. Thank you very much, Curious One. Fly Chomper Fly. Nice solidarity honks. Fly Chomper Fly, what's up? How are you? Substack may be working. It has both paid and non-paid options. I don't know if it works on the paid part, but it seems to. If so, how to get there, ? Note from Colin, paid Substack you can do to support us, however, does not get member benefits. All right, so that's something to know. So you can also become a paid member via Substack, but that does not give the member benefits. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, our membership is down, unfortunately. The membership page is down, but you can still join via YouTube, and it looks like you can still join via Substack here. But you can't get the membership benefits that way. And by the way, if you join Status Coup, I will send a link to my unreleased movie, Frank Azzurri. I'll send a link to that movie after it premieres in Rome next week. That's one of the perks you get. You also get a members call with Jordan and whoever else is on that members call. It's a really good time, and we do it regularly. So become a member, statuscoup.com/join, which is down right now, but you can join now via YouTube. You can check the website. If you want to wait for the website to come back up, you can do that if you really want to. I know some people, they don't like to join stuff via YouTube. That's understandable. So if you want to wait, that's okay. The website will be back up as quickly as we can get it back up. And yeah, feel free to send in some more of those super chats. We also got Mike Thompson. Mike Thompson says, I like this guy. Gobble them up. That's from an old interview. And then we got YouTube member Shuggy Huggy. What's up, Shuggy Huggy? Thank you so much for joining us today. And thank you for being here. And all right, we already got to read out one here. And yeah, guys, for anyone just tuning in, for anyone who has not, what's up, man? Good to see you again. For anyone who is coming in late, we are here in Chicago. We're at Chicago. We're at the Ford plant. We're at the 126 Picket location. We were here yesterday. We came back today. We also went to the other location as well. We did a little driving well live, which was a good time. And this is day 24. Day 24 of the strike. Status Coup has been here all 24 days. John's been here all 24 days. This is day 3 for me. And also, I'll mention real quick, since we're doing announcements, all Los Angeles viewers, if you are, come out to the show on October 21st. I was going to say, if you aren't busy. No, clear your calendar. October 21st, Los Angeles. I got a big show in my neighborhood, San Pedro. There have been Status Coup viewers at every show I've had this year. That includes Scotland. So don't let me down in my neighborhood. October 21st, headliner series in San Pedro. Myself, Stephanie Blum, Amanda Cohen. You can get tickets for that at ronplacone.com. And well, let's see. How we looking here? Do we have any more? I think we talked to everyone who wants to talk to us. Do we have any more super chats? John, are we good on the super chats? Do we have any more? Yeah. Come on.
I teach again. So I just want to give out to give a shout out to my sister Tara. She's currently on strike at Local 12 in Toledo, and she's been there the whole since day one. Tara, I love you. Stay strong.
Toledo was great.
Thanks, man.
We were there a couple of times.
You guys did great coverage over there. You did. I was born and raised in Toledo. You asked me yesterday, Chicago native. I've been here for 20 years, but I'm from Toledo. So, yeah.
What brought you out to Chicago?
This job.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I originally tested to go to Michigan, but there was layoffs in New Jersey. The list went up to 10 years. Dad had a buddy in International called that said they're hiring out here. Asked if I wanted to come. So
what made you want to work for Ford, right?
Yes, I work for Ford. So my dad worked at Mommy Stamping before it closed. It closed back in 05 or 06, and Ford's taken care of me my whole life. So it's a good job. At least it used to be. I mean, with inflation nowadays, it's just kind of average. It's not as good as it used to be.
So hopefully we get the victory here, right?
Yes, definitely. It's time for a victory. We need to raise the middle class as a whole. Yes.
We need to get the middle class back.
Yes, definitely. It's slowly being eaten away at for the last few years. It's ridiculous.
And that's why this strike is not just about the auto workers. I mean, it is auto workers, but it's about the whole working class.
Oh, definitely. There's been multiple unions that's been close to striking if they haven't gone on strike within last year or two. It's really a labor movement going on. It's the 21st century labor movement, and we should all be behind this. It's like I said, I have a YouTube channel. I put out some of our striking stuff, and I get people every day commenting about unskilled workers don't deserve anything, and that's bullcrap. I don't care what you do. You deserve to have a living wage. You could be flipping burgers at McDonald's. You deserve to have that living wage.
Are you familiar with any of the layoffs? Any people getting fired? Like, we saw temporary workers being fired from like Lansing or.
No, that's unfortunate if that is happening. Yeah, I don't know if I haven't heard about that, unfortunately. Yeah, that's news to me. I really hope that's not happening, and I guess that's
We've heard, like, we've been getting some notes about it, so we've been trying to look into it a little bit, but.
Yeah, no, that's news to me. I hope that's not true. Shame on the companies for that one. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Teach. Good seeing you again, man. Yeah, and shout out to your sister. Thank you. Absolutely. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. All right. Well, guys, thanks for spending your Sunday with us. Oh, there was one thing I wanted to mention before we sign out. First of all, John will do a last-minute check for any super chats that might be floating around. Feel free to give us one. Your support helps keep us out here. But some people have asked about my hat, so I thought I'd give the skinny on it real quick today. So this is an IWW hat, Wobbly's hat. This is a Wobbly's hat, which is International Workers of the World. And this... My hair's probably really messed up. Sorry about my hair. It's probably really effed up. But this is a San Pedro fish. This is the logo of my neighborhood where I live in San Pedro, California. Now, why do I have a San Pedro, California button and a Wobbly's hat? Well, some of you might know this. Some of you might not. But San Pedro is a big IWW spot, big labor spot in general. Now the big union there is the Longshoremen Union. And that's why it's such a big union area, because it is where the LA Harbor is. So it is where all the dock unions are. And one of those, oh man, there it is. One of those big dock union workers back in the day, one of the big Wobblies from back in the day was Joe Hill. Joe Hill worked in San Pedro. He was a famous union singer. He worked in San Pedro, and actually, it was sort of the beginning of the end for him, because he got in trouble in San Pedro. He got sent to jail. And then after he got in trouble in San Pedro, he ended up going out to Utah, which is where he was later sent to jail and executed. So I'm sure a lot of you guys know the story of Joe Hill. I'm not going to get into it now, but basically he was basically framed for a murder he didn't do. But they wanted to throw him in jail because he was a rebel rouser and a socialist and a union member and an activist. So they threw him in jail. Then they executed him. So there is a Joe Hill statue in my neighborhood of San Pedro. So because of the Wobbly's history, I wear this Wobbly's hat. This was a gift to me. And I also have the San Pedro button, kind of as a nod to the Wobbly history in San Pedro. And it goes far beyond Joe Hill. Also, in the 20s, there was a big union effort, a big strike effort that was crushed by the cops. And who were working with the cops, you ask? The KKK. The KKK and the cops were working together to crush that union effort. There was a lot of violence that happened. One of the most notable things was a 12-year-old girl and her mother were burned. I think the 12-year-old girl did survive, but the mother died. So there's a lot of union history, a lot of Wobbly history in my neighborhood. So that is why I wear this hat, to show solidarity, and that is also why the San Pedro button is on the back. So some of y'all asked about it. Now you know. All right, we got a little more. All right, one more super chat. Desbush Fleisch. What's up, Desbush Fleisch? Shout out for the international solidarity. Man, the honks are not messing around today, huh? Desbush Fleisch, thank you so much. The Status Coup mic suits you well, Ron. Thank you very much for that, Desbush Fleisch. I do like the Freddie Mercury mic, and I'm not going to stop calling it that. This is, yeah. I wish if I could do a good Freddie Mercury, I'd do it, but that is way out of my vocal range. If it was like Johnny Cash or something, I could fake it. But Freddie Mercury, no way. But this is the Freddie Mercury mic. So I think that here, let me go through and do a final send off here. I'll go ahead and thank everybody. Bear with me. I got to pull it up on my phone here. So first of all, thank you, Desbush Fleisch. Thank you, Curious One, Fly Chomper Fly, Mike Thompson, and YouTube member Shuggy Huggy. Thank you so much for joining. And also, D. El Sandero, thank you very much. Presence, thank you very much. Teach, who we also got to hang out with a little bit, thank you very much, Teach. And, of course, YouTube member Tony Casas. Thank you very, very, very much. We appreciate it a lot. If you join Status Coup today, you're going to get all kinds of cool perks. You're not just supporting on-the-ground journalism, or dare I say today, Ron John the ground journalism. You're also you're not just supporting great journalism, you're also going to get cool perks, a members call with Jordan and whoever else. Colin participates on those sometimes, Tina, John, myself sometimes. Also, you're going to get a link to a movie I made that's not out to the public yet. I have a short film called Frank Azzurri. It's premiering in Rome next week. It's a vertical film, and it's going to be sent to you if you join Status Coup. So you'll get to see it before the public does. So getting the perks out there. Also, everyone in Los Angeles, I got a big show on October 21st. Grab your tickets, ronplacone.com. That's October 21st, San Pedro, California. You can get tickets at my website, ronplacone.com. We are out here in Chicago, Illinois. It is a cloudy, rainy Sunday. Actually, you know what? I misspoke there. It has not rained, actually. Knock on wood. I probably just jinxed us. It's probably going to rain like right now. But it hasn't rained. Knock on wood. But it is cloudy. I kind of thought it was going to rain at some point, but it didn't. So that's good. But yeah. So this is day 24 of the strike. Status Coup has been out here all 24 days. This is my third day, and we appreciate you guys being with us. Tomorrow, we don't know exactly where we'll be tomorrow, but we'll be in Michigan. We don't know exactly where yet, but we'll likely be probably in the Detroit area. Don't know that for sure, but we will be back in Michigan tomorrow, bringing you another day of coverage of the strike, and that'll make it day 25. And guys, we're here. We are the only outlet in the world that has done it like that. The only one, literally the only one. No one else has done it at this level. And you know why? Because it isn't easy. Because journalism takes money and resources and time and planning and logistics and equipment. You get the idea. So thank you so much for supporting what we do. Thank you for your super chats. Thank you for your membership. Again, you can become a member over on YouTube or over on Substack. And statuscoup.com/join is down right now, but it'll be back up. And if you want to wait, you can do that and then become a member because we know how important it is to break these stories, to tell these stories, to tell the stories of labor, because we are at a historic moment in this country. We are at a historic moment for labor. Labor is the backbone of this country, and it's been exploited for so long. And when you go on the ground in these strikes, whether it be the nurses' strike, the auto workers' strike, whatever it may be, you find out how much they all have in common. And you find out that at the end of the day, it's the people at the top are exploiting everybody else. They're pinching the workers. They're asking for more and more and more, and they're giving less and less and less. And it has just reached a breaking point. And we need to reverse that tide. We either reverse that tide or we're heading right to feudalism. Some would argue we're already there. Some would argue we're there right now, and honestly, I couldn't argue against that. But it could get way worse. But if the middle class stands up, well, I wouldn't say the middle class. There is no middle class. But if workers stand up, and if we are able to reverse this tide that's been going on for about 50 years, well, then we can have a strong labor class again, and we can rebuild the middle class in this country. We got one more? Do we have one more? What's going on? We have one more.
He's been working 31 years.
Oh, wow, 31 years. Okay, cool. Is he coming over? We might have one more person. What's up, man? How are you?
What's up?
Hammer. So 31 years, I hear.
31 years. I got 31 years, September 14th, the day the contract expired.
So how do you feel? I mean, in your 31 years, have you ever seen anything quite like this?
No. Last time we were on strike here was 1976. So I was only 5.
You weren't part of that picket line? You weren't out there?
I was not on that picket line, Ed.
So let's talk about the weekend then. So how do you feel? I mean, there was the big rally Saturday. Shawn Fain has said we're making some progress. We're seeing some results here. We still got a ways to go. Do you feel inspired? Do you feel like we're close to the finish line?
The 551 membership was I can't find words, was absolutely wonderful the way they responded. The high energy, the emotion, everything was great. The announcement Shawn Fain made that GM had put in writing that their battery plants were going to be part of our master contract. Huge, absolutely huge. And in my opinion, it's just a matter of time before the other two companies got to fall in line now.
So let's talk about just the job itself. You've been doing this for 31 years. How physically demanding is it?
It's a sausage grinder in there. I spent almost a decade in production, and then I was blessed to get into skilled trades, but I've had surgeries on my wrist. I've got replaced knee on one side. I got no cartilage on the other side. 6 months into this, when I was young and I didn't even know I had bones in my back, I thought it was still cartilage. I herniated several discs. I had pinched nerves. It was just horrible.
And so how do you feel like you've given all this and the workers give all this, and they were asked to make sacrifices in '08 and they were asked to make sacrifices during the pandemic, and then the company doesn't hold up their end of the bargain?
Right, so they came to us and said Ford Motor Company was basically going to be doomed somewhere around '07 if we didn't give concessions. Well, we understood if there's no Ford Motor Company, there's no UAW. So we gave the concessions that they asked for. They said we'd get it back when things got better. In '09, I believe it was, they came back for more concessions. We voted that down. The day after the vote, now you want to talk about a slap in the face, the day after a vote, they both posted big profits. So they knew them profits were coming. So that was a slap in the face. And then we went 10 years without raises while the price of everything kept going up and up and up and up, right? Then in the last 8 years, we've got 12% in raises, and inflation has gone up beyond that, let alone the 10 years of inflation before that we didn't get any raises. So we're way behind right now as far as consumer buying power.
So when you see the company do stuff like that and then they turn around and they say, oh, we're like a family, how does that make you feel?
Like a slap in the face. Like they're dogging us, like they're laughing at us.
So talk about, you've been here 31 years. Were you affected by the tier system at all, and can you kind of speak to that?
The original tier system really started when we top out at a certain amount. You hire in, and every 6 months or so you get a raise until you get to the top wage. They had initiated where the newer people, when they topped out, they would only be here. So you would have two people topped out working next to each other doing the same work. One guy's making $30 an hour. I'm just making up numbers, $30 an hour, while the next guy's making $20 an hour. And then with all the different benefits, the newer people only got so much benefits, and the older people were able to keep their benefits. And like I have a pension. Newer people don't have a pension; they have a 401k, so that's a tier. So yeah, it's just gotten so mucked up through the years. It's pitiful.
And it's time to just end all that.
Yeah, when I started here 31 years ago, I believe I was at 15 something an hour. New hires start at $16.67 an hour 31 years later.
So 31 years later, and it's gone up about $1. And that's all cost of living has gone up, right?
Yes, absolutely. back in the day, when you were a factory worker, you can have one income family, husband, wife, 3 kids, be able to put the kids through college. Now you got to have 2 incomes just to get by.
So how do you feel? I mean, going on that, and you've been working for 31 years here. How do you feel like this strike is like not just for the UAW, but just in the big terms of the history of labor and the future of labor in this country?
This is for the entire middle class. We set the precedents, right? Once we get what's deserved to us, what we've earned, then other people will be able to raise theirs. Because Toyota is going to have to raise their wages and stuff. Otherwise, everyone's going to quit Toyota and just come to the big 3, right? And then they're not going to have any quality people in their plants. So we said not only for auto, it creates more money for us to spend to help support the small businesses so that they could put their kid through college instead of, another billionaire's yacht.
How important would you say a union is?
Very important. And for people that don't understand unions, Google, do some reading, because I didn't understand unions when I was in high school and stuff. I was a member of the Commercial Food Workers Union, and I didn't know anything about it. I knocked some boxes over. They wanted to write me up. My dad's like, go see your steward. I said, what's a steward? I didn't know there's people out there to help fight for me and defend me. So, and I did get out of the write-up, too, by the way.
Well, did you see the steward? Like, what happened?
Yes. Well, he addressed the company, and we got our evidence together because they were pointing at some boxes that I didn't knock over and said, see, those are leaking. I'm like, well, I didn't knock those over. I knocked those over, and those are just fine. And the steward took that to the company, and then they were able to defeat the write-up.
Did they hassle you at the job after that? Were you kind of in the crosshairs, or what happened?
I don't know. I was 17 years old. I might have been, but I didn't know.
What do you think the public should know about this strike? Like, what are some things you want to tell the public?
Well, we're just asking for your support. I mean, what benefits us eventually will benefit everybody else in the middle class, right?
Are you from here in Chicago?
I am actually from Northwest Indiana, but it's only about 20, 25 minutes away.
So how do you feel like, I mean, there's been so many solidarity honks today, and every time I've been out here, and yesterday the mayor showed up. Do you feel like Chicago has your back?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Everybody around here, the honks, we've had people in the community just dropping off food. We've had businesses in the community giving food all around here, trying to keep everybody with warm food in their bellies to get them through this. We've got people dropping firewood off. It's been amazing to me, actually. And I think, personally, the company is messing up by leaving us out this long because, I'm not going to use the word division, but an unfamiliarity, if that's a word, with membership, because we've hired so many new people. A lot of people, they don't know each other. There's a little bit of a separation between trades and production. We're all out here together. We're all meeting each other. We're all learning from each other. We're all talking to each other. I've seen tradesmen educating, because they were in production years before that, educating how to challenge their job if they're overloaded, the process to go through to these younger production people. It's been wonderful. We're going to be 10 times stronger when we walk back in that plant than when we walked out.
All right, man. Thanks so much for talking to us.
I have like two questions. What would you say to some people who say, "Oh, if you're not happy at this job, go find another job"? What would you say to those people who say that?
Ask that again.
So a lot of people are saying, "Oh, if you're not happy at your job, just go find another one." You know, if you don't feel like you're getting what you deserve, go find another job.
No, we're going to fight for what we deserve. We don't just walk away. We're the UAW. We didn't start this thing. We didn't want this thing. But we're going to see it till the end.
And what's been your view on the corporate media's coverage on this strike?
To tell you the truth, been out here so much I ain't watched much of the media. I thought some of it was positive. I seen some of the stuff when MAP first went out. I watched some of it. Little bit I saw seemed positive for us. But I mean, we got about 80% of America's backing us.
Yeah, because I spoke to some people and they were like, "Oh yeah, we did an interview with this person and we had like a 5-minute conversation, but they only took like a 20-second clip."
Well, the national media always does that, right? Who do they own? They're the big business, right? Who are they supporting? How do they want to twist it?
Yeah, so they get the advertisements on their
Right.
channels from
Right.
big corporations.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so they have invested interest to, support them.
Right, to try to twist it that way, right? Absolutely. That's what they've been doing since, 1980 at least? Since Ronald Reagan was president.
Oh, yeah.
Interrupted that union negotiation. That started the decline of the unions when that happened.
Oh, yeah.
We've been down ever since until just in the last couple of years we're starting to perk back up. And I think this is going to change a lot of people's minds. A lot of the non-unionized companies down south, once we get this, they're going to see what the power of the union is, and they're going to want to start signing up.
Do you think this is going to, kind of spark a new generational...
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Thanks for talking to us, man.
Right on.
Cheers. Solidarity.
Solidarity.
Absolutely. Yeah. All right. So there you go. There you go. Do we have anything else? Do we have any more? All right. Let's do one more check.
If he has anything.
Yeah, I'm sure he sent it if we do. Let's see. I'm just not. All right, he sent the second. We already got that. So I think we might be good here. Well, let me do another. Oh wait, no, we got. Oh yeah, no, we got it all. All right, well, I'll do another round of thank yous. Desbush Fleisch, thank you so much. Curious One, Fly Chomper Fly, Mike Thompson, thank you so much. YouTube member Shuggy Huggy, thank you so much. And D. Alessandro, thank you very, very much. Presence, thank you so much. And I'll get on that Utilikilt. Teach, right over there. Thank you, Teach. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. And YouTube member Tony Casas, thank you guys so much. Thank you for supporting what we do. Oh, wait, there might be one straggler here. Oh, there is. Yes, we got one more. And one more, last but certainly not least, Robin Bennett. Chicago Union strong. Amen, Robin. Thank you so much for that. And guys, thank you so much. Again, I know I've been saying it, but it's worth repeating. It is day 24. It is day 24. Hear that solidarity. Just hear it. That's Chicago. That's Chicago, baby. Spirit of Chicago right there. That's why I love this town. I've always loved this town. Still do. Yeah. So there you have it, y'all. And that's on a cloudy, cold Sunday. It's cold outside. It's cloudy, but we're here and they're here. And yeah, this has been a really inspiring thing. In the 3 days I've been here, I got to tell you, this has been totally inspiring. And you really, it gives you hope during a time where hope is hard to come by. And I mean real hope. I mean genuine hope. I don't mean hope, vote. I mean real frickin' hope. Because this is where change happens. Change happens when you strike. Change happens when you protest. Change happens when you stand up and say, hey, we're not going to take it anymore. We're not going to take it. Because this is literally decaying into straight up feudalism. We're not going to let it happen because this is our home. So we're not going to take it. Guys, thanks so much for being here. John's been here all 24 days. Day 3 for me. We'll be somewhere in Michigan tomorrow. We're not exactly sure where yet, but we'll be back in Michigan tomorrow.